Good afternoon, my dear students. I hope you all are safe and healthy at your home and your study is going well. So, our topic is Chapter 11 Work and Energy. Children, I already introduced and explained half of the chapter in the previous video. Work and energy. So before continuing, let us recap the topics which we already have discussed in the previous video. First of all, we have done this activity in the book in which you can see clearly that in first and second picture, as the object is moving from its place, so work is done. But in the third picture, you can see very clearly that boy is trying to push a wall. But as the wall doesn't move from its place, that means no work is done. Then we have done the definition of work done. See very carefully. When a force is applied on an object and the object moves in the direction of applied force, the work is said to be done. This is the proper definition of work done. When a force is applied on an object and the object moves in the direction of applied force, then work is said to be done. So just remember the conditions for the work to be done. First is we must apply the force. Second, the object should move. Third, the object should move in the direction of applied force. That means the direction of the force as well as the direction of the movement of the object should be same. Then only we can say the work is done. So this is the definition of work done. After that we discuss various examples of work done and work not being done from our daily life. The next topic was energy. Energy, it is the ability or capacity to do work. Energy is the ability or capacity to do work. So these terms energy, force and work done are interrelated, because I told you earlier also when I introduced the chapter that if we have energy, we can apply force. And when we apply force, the object moves from its place, then only we say work is done. Then next is from where we get energy. You know very well that we get energy from the food we eat. And in the food items, there are 5 nutrients. And out of those 5 nutrients, carbohydrates and fats are called energy giving food. Carbohydrates and fats are called energy giving food. That means the food items which are rich in carbohydrates and fats, they gives us energy. That is why they are known as energy giving food. The next topic I explained to you was the energy we need depends on the work we are doing. Like for example, we need more energy to run than to walk. We need more energy to play outdoor games than to play indoor games, or to sit and study at a place. We need less energy. Then we need more energy to climb up the stairs instead of using the elevator or lift. So various examples you can see in your daily life in which you can observe or analyze yourself that in which type of work you need more energy and in which kind of work you need less energy. So children, it depends upon the type of work done, that how much amount of energy is required, whether the less amount of energy is needed or the large amount of energy is required. So all these topics we already have discussed in the previous video. Now let us continue today's topic, that is different forms of energy. In our daily life, we observe and use different forms of energy. So one by one we are going to discuss about the various forms of energy. The first one is light energy. Light energy. You know very well that light helps us to see the things around us. And what are the various sources of light? First of all, the sun is the natural source of light energy on the earth. You all know very well that sun is the natural source of light and heat energy on the earth. And sun is the natural source of light. But what are the other sources of light which we can say artificial or man-made sources of light which we use in our daily life? That is tube light, bulb, LED, CFL and candles. These are the various sources of light. So the sources of light are sun, tube light, bulb, LED, CFL and candles. And you know that plants also use light energy to make their food. And what do we call that process? By which plants can make their food in the presence of sunlight? Yes, children, that process is known as photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, the process by which green plants can make their food using carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. That means plants can perform photosynthesis only during daytime when the sunlight is available. Now here you can see the various sources of light energy: LED bulb, sun, candle. So these are the various sources of light energy. Now the next topic is heat energy. Heat energy. Now you know, just now I told you that sun is the natural source of heat and light energy. And you know the why we need heat and light in our daily life. Light we already have discussed. We need light to see various objects. Heat. Heat energy is used for drying clothes. We can dry our clothes under the sun, the strong sunlight. Then the heat is also required for cooking the food. The food we need to cook our food, we need the heat energy. So it is used for cooking food in solar cooker and heating water in geysers. You can see here cooking of food by using the heat energy and a solar cooker. Solar cooker, you can see the picture very carefully. It is the special type of cooker where we use the polythene and the glass which can absorb the heat and light of the sun. And that energy in the form of heat and light can be used to cook the food. So that is the natural way of cooking food. Apart from that, heat is also produced by burning of coal, kerosene, that is kerosene oil, and LPG. Children, LPG is the gas, liquefied petroleum gas, which is there in the cylinder. You all can see in the kitchen The cylinder is there in which cooking gas is filled, and what is the name of that cooking gas? LPG, that is liquefied petroleum gas, and that gas is used for cooking purpose. So heat is also produced by burning of coal, that is used in the steam engine or to generate electricity, kerosene oil which can be used in the stove, and LPG, the main cooking gas which is there in the cylinder which we use at our home in the kitchen to cook the food. So it is used for cooking food. So this is about the heat energy. That sun is the natural source of heat energy. Then heat energy is used for drying clothes and for cooking food. And from where do we get heat energy? From the sun or from the coal, kerosene oil and LPG. So sun, coal, kerosene oil and LPG are the various sources of heat energy. Now the next topic, just see this activity given. Collect at least 5 pictures showing the use of heat energy in our day-to-day life and paste them in your notebook. Okay, next beta, abhi just now you need not to paste the pictures. I'll tell you that which all pictures or which all diagrams you need to draw or which pictures you need to paste in the notebook. Now see this box, go green. Use solar cooker for cooking food as it is cheaper and pollution free. It is very cheap and pollution free because there is no smoke release from this. So solar cooker we can use, but there is a limitation that can be used only during the daytime when the heat and light of the sun is very strong. Then only it will work. Next type of energy is electrical energy. You know very well that all the electrical appliances need electricity to work. And from where do we get electrical energy? Electrical energy is generated at power stations and then supplied to our homes. So electrical energy is produced or generated at power stations and then that energy is supplied to our homes. And we need electrical energy to run various appliances like television, refrigerator, washing machine, fan, computer. All the electrical appliances need electricity, and it is also used in factories for running various machines. So that is about electrical energy, that from where do we get electrical energy and what are the uses. Children, for any kind of energy, for the various forms of energy, you need to learn 2 aspects. One, the source of that energy, and second, the use of that energy. So electrical energy, what is the source? It is generated at power stations. And the uses, all the electrical appliances need electricity to work. Now the 4th type of energy is wind energy. The next is wind energy. Now wind is, what is wind? The moving air is called wind. So the energy present in the wind, that is the moving air, is called wind energy. And the wind energy is changed into electrical energy by windmills. You can see the picture here. These are the windmills. So due to the wind, these windmills rotate, which are connected to the turbines to produce electricity. So this way the windmills can convert wind energy into electrical energy. The next type is sound energy. The energy produced by the vibration of an object is called sound energy. Okay, so the energy which is produced by the vibration, the vibration is there. Like for example, you can take any musical instrument like violin or guitar where the strings are there. So when you strike the strings, they vibrate, and because of that vibration, sound is produced. So the energy produced by the vibration of an object is called sound energy. For example, when we pluck the strings of a guitar, sound energy is produced. Which other instruments are there which produces sound? An alarm clock, a loudspeaker, they also produce sound energy. You can see here the pictures. Plucking strings of a guitar produces sound energy, and the loudspeaker also produces sound energy. The music instruments, whatever we have, the television or music instruments or loudspeaker, alarm clock, they also produces sound energy. Now the next and the last very important type of energy is mechanical energy. This is a new term for you, so just try to understand mechanical energy. The energy possessed by an object due to its position or movement is called mechanical energy. What do you understand by this statement? The energy possessed by an object. That means the energy is already present in any object. But when, in which condition? Due to the position. If the object is placed at a certain height, so due to its position, that object has energy. Or the movement. If the object is in movement, is in motion, then that object has mechanical energy. Children, mechanical energy is further of two types, kinetic energy and potential energy. But these two terms are not given in your book because you can see the definition. The energy possessed by an object due to its position or movement. So we can separate these two terms, position and movement. The energy possessed by an object due to its position is called potential energy, and the energy possessed by an object due to its movement is called kinetic energy. So these are the two different types of mechanical energy. I'll give you the example to make you understand this term in a better way. You can see here, just see the picture very carefully. The water in dam has mechanical energy. Now see children, you can see that the water is stored in dam. It is stored in the dam. But so that means when the water is stored in a dam, it has the energy, that is mechanical energy. And whenever, in any condition, in any situation, when the dam break down, then what will happen? That water stored in the dam with the huge pressure comes out of the dam. From where does this pressure comes? Because that water, when it was stored in the dam, it already has the energy in it, which is known as mechanical energy. And this energy, this mechanical energy, it is used to rotate the turbine and produce electricity. Because the water which is stored in the dam, that has the mechanical energy stored in it, and that energy can be utilized to rotate the big size turbines, due to which the electricity is produced or generated. Few more examples, like suppose you kick a ball and that the ball starts moving. So at the time when the ball is moving or rolling, that time the ball has energy. Which energy? Mechanical energy. For example, you take a spring or rubber band, the elastic rubber band, and you stretch that band. When you are stretching that band, at that time it has mechanical energy. That's why when you leave the rubber band from that position, it will hit hard to your palm or against your hand. So that means it has the energy stored in it. And what is that energy? Mechanical energy. The water falls from the stream. In the hilly areas, mountains, you must have seen the streams, जो झरने होते हैं. The water, when they are falling from the stream, because that is at a height, so that also has mechanical energy. So what is mechanical energy? The energy possessed by any object due to its position or movement. That is known as mechanical energy. After that, this exercise is given in your book. This exercise, children, is your homework. You will do this exercise. I'll discuss in the next video. So this is all for today. Let us just recap what all topics we have done today. First of all, I explained to you the definition of work done. When a force is applied on an object and the object moves in the direction of applied force, the work is said to be done. Then energy. Energy, it is the ability or capacity to do work. After that, we discuss the different forms of energy. The first one, light energy. What are the main sources? Sun, tube light, bulb, LED, CFL and candles. Then the second one is heat energy. What are the various sources of heat energy? Sun, coal, kerosene oil, LPG. Then the next is electrical energy. What is the source? It is generated at power stations, and then it is used by various electrical appliances or machines in the factories. Then next, wind energy. What is the source? Wind, that is the moving air, is the source of wind energy. Then sound energy. From where do we get sound energy? By the vibration of an object. And at last, we discussed about the mechanical energy, the energy possessed by an object due to its position or movement. The energy possessed by an object due to the position is known as potential energy, and due to its movement or motion is known as kinetic energy. So children, the topics which are left is change of energy, then the difference between work and energy, and renewable and non-renewable sources of energy. These topics I'll explain in the next video. So let me give today's homework now. Children, your homework is to read and underline the topics which I explained in today's video. Which all main points you need to underline, you can see in the video. Whatever I underline in the book, you can also underline in your book. So read and underline the main terms in the book till the topic I explained. Then complete the written work of this chapter. I already shared the PDF of the chapter. You can complete the work. The work should be very neat and in a proper manner. And just study on regular basis. That's all for today. Have a good day, children. Take care of yourself.